find the gates of hell. Well, as Electric Six talk about fires and discos, let's have a look at my new custom G.I. Joe classified Brushfire on TAKTAK Toys YouTube channel. Welcome back to TAKTAK Toys, your home of G.I. Joe classified, Operation Monster Force, 1/12 scale movie-based action figures. Just remember, this video is not for kids. So yeah, welcome back to TAKTAK Toys and Happy New Year to everyone. So this is my latest custom. He's called Brushfire. He's obviously done on the barbecue body. I tried to paint him a little bit differently to previous customs. Yeah, I felt like doing something a little bit different. So I painted him in steps. I also did camo technique using a sponge. But here he is in all his glory. I feel a bit like I've done a sort of paint technique that's a bit more similar to kind of miniatures, like Games Workshop miniatures, things like that. But yeah, it also kind of reminds me of, you know, if you think about the Star Wars films, in the prequels, I think it was, where Revenge of the Sith, where these sort of stormtroopers on that beach fighting with the Wookiees, and they've all got kind of the camo design. It just randomly reminds me of that. But here he is, sort of in all his glory. Like I say, I used the barbecue, G.I. Joe classified barbecue as a base body, and came up with my own paint design, my own paint scheme, I should say, or colour scheme, all in green generally. Yeah, kind of, so he's like got a woodland look to him, but this is Brushfire, yeah, so his own original character. And let's do some comparisons. So here he is next to G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. This is the Snake Eyes that came with the White Wolf Timber. As you can see in the background, there's a few characters who we'll be doing comparisons with later on in the video, like Spider-Man, Blade, Bazooka. If you've got a keen eye, you can see him in the background, so stay tuned for that. But as you can see, naturally, as he would do, he scales really well with G.I. Joe classified figures. So yeah, here he is next to this version of Snake Eyes, sorry, which I do believe Lenny said was based on the Resolute version of Snake Eyes. But yeah, there you go. And here he is next to Blade, next to Marvel Legend. Here he is next to Blade, the most recent sort of Blade we got, which I believe was part of the Mindless One Bath, I think, part of the Mindless One Bath wave. But yeah, so as you can see, the paint schemes are quite different. My customs do have quite a different type of paint scheme to, you know, standard Hasbro figures, but I quite like that. I like paint my figures slightly differently. As you can kind of see in the video here, his axes, if you look at his axes, they have I used a kind of special paint. And if you look at sort of some of the design on Brushfire's costume, where there's the light greens, that's like a neon green paint that I used. And I feel like really sort of gives a nice kind of touch to the design. It kind of pops the design a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of how I made him. I did him the usual way I do all my sort of customs, where I kind of dremeled all the joints, sanded them down, and did a primer and then painted over. And here he is next to Pimp Daddy Destro, or Prophet Director Destro as he's known. I used the sunglasses from Prophet Director Destro on my Chuckles figure, on my classified Chuckles figure, because I thought they were better than the sunglasses he came with, a bit more sturdy. But yeah, as you can see here, Prophet Director Destro next to Brushfire. So again, yeah, as you can imagine, they would scale well together. They're from the same line. But yeah, that's kind of a few comparisons for you. More comparisons to come in the video, so stay tuned. And now let's have a look at sort of his articulation, what he comes with. So obviously his head goes side to side, as you can imagine there. Probably goes 360, but yeah, up and down like that. Arms go out to a T-pose, as you can see there. You've got 360-degree motion on the wrist, shoulder rotation, double jointed elbows. He's got full 360 wrist rotation. That wrist always breaks when I'm doing customs of barbecue. I don't know why, so I had to replace it with a Stiltman, I believe it was, Stiltman Bath wrist. Anyway, again, same on the other side. You've got the full sort of shoulder rotation. It's a little stiff, but it's because I put sealant on it to seal all the paints. Double jointed elbow and full 360-degree motion there on the other wrist, as you can see. The vest will hinder sort of the waist articulation, as you can see here. Then you've got thigh cuts, yeah, full thigh cut, there you go. And as you can see it in action. Double jointed knees, as you can see here in a moment. Oh yeah, drop down hips as well, double jointed knee, yep, there you go. Boot cut, which is in use now. There we go, there's the boot cut. And the, not double jointed, it's called, ankle swivel, sorry, ankle rocker, that's the word I'm looking for. But again, on the other side, you've got the thigh cut, double jointed knee there, or single, got it bending single, but yeah, and then the boot cut again, and the ankle rocker. So that is, yeah, that's the articulation as you expect, same articulation you get on any standard G.I. Joe classified figure.
and in full use here. And you need to prep your customs when you do this so you can articulate them as you would as a normal figure. So you Dremel all the joints. Oops, there he goes, falling over. Well, Dremel's all joints, here we go, got him standing back up. But that's what the back of the figure looks like, so you get a 360-degree shot of the figure. Yeah. So obviously I did his axes, I painted everything up. Completely repainted, as you can imagine. So Dremel all the joints, paint on some primer, and yeah. And oh, I'm having a cheeky look there just to make sure the legs are, okay in terms of the articulation. All the articulation's fine because I Dremel all the joints. I wasn't being perv or anything, looking between his legs. Yeah, there we go with the axe. Fully repainted, and then he got his hand axe, there we go, fully repainted as well. And yeah, let's pull out his hose in just a minute, so to speak. Yeah, there we go, there's his hose from the side thing, all fully repainted, all usable, just like any G.I. Joe custom, or just like the original barbecue custom. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button, feel free to comment and subscribe. So yeah, that's a good look at his articulation, and what he comes with, all the weapons he comes with, and kind of how it's all been repainted. So as you can see here, yeah, he's got a camo look. You can't really see it too well on camera, but it's a camo look, and also I've painted neon green paints onto him. He kind of looks like he's got ooze, like a TMNT ooze or something on him. Anyway, here he is next to G.I. Joe Classified Bazooka. So this is the original bazooka. So yeah, there's a comparison again from the same line. But as you can see, my customs, they do look quite different to the sort of Hasbro releases. But I quite like that. I quite like them having their own sort of unique look and sort of paint scheme. Now let's do a comparison with Brushfire and Marvel Legends. This is a Marvel Legends kit bash in my own design. So it's the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body with the retro Spider-Man head. And that's it. Simple as that. And I think hands probably from the retro Spider-Man. But yeah, it's basically the same Spider-Man, just with I wasn't a big fan of the Renew Your Vows head sculpt, so I kind of wanted to put on a different head sculpt. But there you go, quick kit bash. And now let's have a look at Brushfire next to Firefly. So this is obviously the classic Firefly. I've got the Cobra Island Firefly. I actually prefer that version. I prefer the modern version, but I do like the classic look. The only thing I'd say that's a bit of a shame with the classic look of Firefly here, his eyes look a bit like Fortnite, or a bit cartoony, whereas the face sculpt on the Cobra Island version is a lot more menacing, a lot more kind of gritty looking. Here he is next to a Masterverse figure. This is from Dan Who, my Secret Santa. So this is Masterverse Beastman. Thanks again, Dan, and happy birthday to Dan. The time of this video, it's Dan's birthday, so happy birthday to Dan. This video is either going up on his birthday or maybe the day after, but yeah, happy birthday to Dan Who. So here he is. Here's a G.I. Joe Classified my G.I. Joe Classified custom Brushfire next to Beastman from Masterverse line. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And talking to Dan Who, for all that Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, check out Dan Who Reviews. You can check out Legends and Liquor. Feel free to check out Turtles and Tea with Dan and Tanner. And you can, of course, check out Joe's and Juice with Dan, our host, Mini Plastic Multiverse, and myself, talking all the latest G.I. Joe Classified reveals. And we did a top 10 of 2023, and you can feel free to check that out on Dan's channel, and I'll put a link to that in the comments below. But yep, probably plenty more Joe's and Juice episodes to come in 2024, so stay tuned for that. And yep, I'll put any links to those, I'll put them in my videos. And for action figure reviews in the UK, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. He's got a video going up at the time of me recording this, actually, on a Mondo X-Men animated series Omega Red. So I'll put a link to that video on the comments below, so you can check it out. And feel free to check out Miguel and the Wolfpack toy review. And yeah, he's done a sort of top 10 of females for 2023. Yeah, he's done a top 10 of 2023, so feel free to check out his videos. And you can, of course, check out AC Toy Design at Adam Crone, and feel free to check out his Patreon if you want to. And you can check out Infinity Equation, Dante and the Infinity Equation for all the latest action figure chat. And feel free to check out Big Will and Pixels and Plastic. And for all the latest film and TV review, you can check out filmandtvreviews.com with their YouTube channel and their website. And for all the latest pop music covers and original music of his own design, you can check out Elson Official Music. Feel free to check out Photo Dave and Toy Pics for all the latest toy photography tips and tricks. And you can, of course, check out Cypher Sigma for toy pickups and kind of reviews and stuff, film reviews, things like that. And why not check out Why So Serious Toys? And you can, of course, check out Z12 Man Bat, or Agent Z-Man. on his YouTube channel. And feel free to check out Robo Don't Know. So it's Robo's from the Fwoosh new sort of channel that he's now on. He does a weekly, a sort of weekly roundup. I'll put a link to the latest weekly in the comments below. And for all the latest Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more, check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. You feel free to check out the 3POA podcast. And you can, of course, check out Austin, the hero of collectors. And for action figure reviews in Ireland, feel free to check out Brian's action figure reviews. Here's a look at some ACBA I've been doing, or toy photography, I should say, I've been doing using an AI program. So this is, of course, the animated Spider-Man. It's sort of taken for a nighttime swing in New York. There you go. There's Mr. Sinister in his lab. So this is the VHS Mr. Sinister. Here's Cyclops, VHS Cyclops doing an optic blast. And for great places to sort of pre-order and purchase action figures, you can, of course, check out Blue Owl Collectibles, launching, I think, believe in this month, January 2024. Feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails. You can, of course, check out Star Action Figures, and feel free to check out Gobsmack Comics. And again, I'll put a link to all these UK independent retailers in the comments below. And you can, of course, check out Props and Replicas. And feel free to check out In Demand Toys. And you can check out Kapow Toys as well, of course. And again, like I say, I'll be putting links to all these UK independent retailers in the comments below. And you can check out, not UK based, but US based, you can check out Invincible Toys on Big Bad Toy Store with their futuristic combat soldiers and soon to come their fist toys. And again, stateside for all latest Action Force pickups, you can, and pre-orders and pickups, you can check out Valorous.com for all your Action Force needs. Feel free to check out the whole shebang coming back to the UK, and you can, of course, check out all the cool stuff. And again, like I say, I'll put links to all these online independent retailers, both UK and international, in the comments below. So here's a look again, going back to comparisons. Here's a look at Brushfire next to the Action Force Valorous Delta Trooper. So yeah, they scale well with Valorous Action Force, as you can see here. G.I. Joe Classified. They are two lines that go together really well. They do complement each other, and you know, you can put them together really well. So that's quite good. They do sort of go together really nicely. So yeah, two lines you can put together. And as you see in the background there, you've got Spider-Man, Blade and Bazooka sort of just standing, looking at some of the comparisons. And again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on if you do any customs, if you collect G.I. Joe Classified, if you're having a good 2024 so far. Let me know any of that in the comments below. And here's a group shot. There we go. So yeah, just kind of showing off some of the figures that I've compared G.I. Joe Classified Brushfire with in the video before. So again, let me know what you're looking forward to picking up or pre-ordering in 2024 from any line. There's some really good stuff to look out for. Obviously, we'll have some more Street Fighter Jada Toys, Street Fighter 2 Jada Toys figures coming. They're no doubt going to be excellent. I'm personally looking forward to Amazing Yamaguchi Arkham Asylum Batman. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my hands on that. Not sure. Like to see if Storm Collectibles do Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. They have teased it a bit. Anyway, that's all for the future. I'm going to get loads of G.I. Joe Classified, hopefully, and carry on doing customs. So again, thanks for watching this video. Your support makes these videos possible. And until next time, just make sure that you enjoy those flicks and figs. Happy New Year!